Hello friends, it's Quinn, otherwise known from Instagram as mindful_hookup, and I've got this big pile of journals here, and these are all my 2020 journals, planners, and memory keeping, and I'm going to share with you guys today each of these journals, what I use them for. I'll go briefly into the setup of each one, but not fully because this video would take forever. It may look like a lot, but if you've seen my previous video, I used to have 14, and I have to be honest, I was completely overwhelmed by that, and I could not keep up. So I've cut it down to 7 this year, and so I've reduced it in half. That's pretty big. So yeah, we're going to get into 3 different sections. First, I'm going to show you some for planning. I'm going to show you the ones I use for journaling, like art journaling and stuff, and then I'm going to show you the ones I use for memory keeping. So hang on and let's get started. Okay, now let's talk about planning. So this for me is the hardest because I can never find planner peace. I feel like it's impossible. So I'm going to admit to you, this is my first time doing this, but this year I am going to be giving Goodnotes a try. I bought a really cool digital planner on Etsy, and it really had all the components I really like. I don't know how much I'm going to love like doing stuff digitally, but I'm going to give it a try and see how I like it. It's I had to learn a little bit about it, but I think it's actually going to be kind of cool, so I'm going to give that a try along with keeping another planner, an analog planner where it's actually written. But I'll let you know how this goes. So last year I had like so many planners and I kept switching them and I couldn't decide, and I just felt like nothing was right or nothing had everything, and I had different ones. I had a business planner and I had a home planner, and then I had my daily plan, then I had my bullet journal planner. Like, it was just too much and I had to find a way to consolidate them. So I went with a traveler's notebook, and this is by Chic Sparrow, and the size of this one, let me just double check for you real quick because I forget that kind of stuff. It's a standard wide, and the reason that I got wide is because you see how chunky this baby is? So I had to get wide to actually fit all the inserts. But the inserts are just standard size. And the inserts are from 1407 Planners. And I have a lot of inserts in here, but I could get everything that I felt like I needed to keep track of in here. So for instance, I decorated all the covers of these, and then like this is my monthly planning. So it's not a monthly calendar, it's just where I do like my business planning for the month. And then this is like my 2020, these are the calendars. So this is the calendars, and then it has weekly setup. I have this one for weekly setups. And then daily, because I'm definitely a person who needs like daily stuff. This is where I keep track of my bills and how much I pay. Some meal planning and grocery lists. This is just a notebook of lists because I like to make lists, especially for my husband. And then this is just notes, a place where I can just come in and write some notes while I'm out. And then a password book. And then back here, this is just a folder for me to keep like important papers. And then on the back of the folder, I attached a bunch of sticky notes and tabs so that I could use them in the planner. Just some stickers back here, because you know, you gotta be decorative. So what I really, liked about this is like throughout the year, if I do decide like, oh, I need another section for this, I can switch them out the way I want to. And that was really handy to me, and that they're pre-filled in. Like, I love the concept of doing it, but I need daily planning. My life is crazy, and each day I have to write down what's happening. And unfortunately, I just don't have time to make it all pretty and stuff. I'd rather make my other notebooks really pretty. Sometimes I need it pre-filled out so I can just add a sticker to make it pretty, that it doesn't take me a long time to do. And each day I need a lot going on, and I just can't pre-make those every day. So that's what I'm giving a try this year. I don't know if I'll find peace with it, but that's what I'm gonna give a try. I actually have really high hopes for the Goodnotes thing because my iPad and my phone are like with me everywhere. So I have high hopes for the Goodnotes digital planner. It might be the winner. Time will tell. This section is all about journals. I don't even know what kind of journals to say. Art journals, inspiration journals, just journals for everything. So I have 4, and I know that seems excessive, but I think when I show you why I have 4, you will know why. And it won't seem crazy and obsessive. So let's start out one at a time. The first one, I've done a bunch of videos about this, is my Magic Morning Journal. And the cover is one that I designed and created and is available in my shop. And the notebook that I use inside is from my personal transformation kit that I did with Inked-Made, and again I'll leave you links to that. So let me grab my one from last year since this one's blank. So for this year I'm going to be using the same thing. Last year I used the same kind of cover and the same book, well, several books, but this is the one you see the most on like Instagram and stuff like that if you follow me. So this one, if you don't know, like I said, there's a bunch of videos, but this is the one where I track my morning ritual practice, my magic morning, which is my gratitude, my daily tarot, my meditations, the exercise that I'm doing, thoughts, and these kind of thoughts. This journal is more like what's happening inside of me. It's not like a journal about today I did this or this. It's really about what I'm feeling inside and what it is in my personal and spiritual growth and development. So this is what this journal is, and that I keep track of every day. And this is the one that I love the most because this is the real journey of me. And it's fascinating to me to see how far I've come inside and how that changing inside really affects my exterior life. So I love this journal. So that's one journal I'll be using this year. I think that I'll have this probably for the rest of my life. Like I said, it's my favorite. So then I've got my Book of Shadows. So last year for my Book of Shadows, I just had it in a little bullet journal, and I would do like, hold on, let me find one here. Yeah, I'm kind of a mess. So I would do spreads in here that included like some crystals and like my new moon and full moon spreads, and I did it in here. But what I found about this is it's like, it was really unorganized, and when I wanted to go back and find information, it wasn't very useful. So this year for my Book of Shadows, I decided to use an A5 Traveler's Notebook cover. This is by Foxy, and then to use different inserts for different things. So I'll show you that. So I got the inserts off of Etsy from like Stinson Paper Company. Again, I'll put some links down below. So I have different books for different sections. So this is Luna, so this is going to be my moon spreads. These will be like new moon, full moon spreads. And then any other thoughts I have about the moon, like why you flow with the phases and stuff like that. So this will be my moon observations. So then here I've got the sun cycle, and this is when I'll do the solstices, the equinoxes, again, and just my findings for understanding the rhythms of the sun and how we work with those. So that's what this book will be. This one is going to be all about rituals. I love creating and making small daily rituals that enhance my life, so that's what this one will be. This one is for divination, so this one I'll use for tarot spreads, oracle readings, rune stones. So this will be all about divination. And this one is apothecary. So this one will have like all my recipes that I create for like grounding sprays, or like this might have like some herbs in it and a study of a certain herb. I think you could hear my pooties in the background. That's what will be in this one. So I have that all in here. I just got some stickers up here, and then this is like a little folder I made. I just took a piece of cardstock I got these little plastic folder things just to hold some stuff in. Put some Post-it notes in there. A little pocket to store things. Pocket on the back with some more stickers and stuff. So that's what's in this one. So there's number 2 to go. Sorry, it takes me a long time to put these on because my hand is like awkward. Next, we have this one. This one. It's like really loud when I slam those books. So this one is probably, next to my Magic Morning Journal, this is my favorite, but this one comes with me everywhere. It's an A5 size. The cover is from Golden Leather. I think that's how you say it. I totally could be wrong. But it's from them, and I absolutely adore it. And the notebook inside is an A5. Oh God, I never know how to say things. Statology or something like that. Anyway, I'll put the link down below. But this journal comes with me everywhere, and it has tons. What I love about this cover is I have tons of goodies, so no matter where I am, I can just go. I've got some of my favorite pens, erasers, little scissors. I got tons of I got washi tape strips back there. I've got stickers, more stickers here, sticky notes there. And what I use this for, I can't even show you the pages because it's secretive. No, I'm just kidding. This is where I put down all my inspiration and ideas. So for instance, this was when I was coming up with the December printable that I make. This is where I sketch everything out and put everything. So literally this is where all my ideas come from, what I'm putting in my shop, different themes. Look, I even have my 2020 journals that I wrote. So this is my brain dump, brainstorm. If I come up with an idea that I immediately have to write down, it goes in here, and I bring this with me everywhere. So this is just my creativity and inspiration book. You never see these pages on Instagram. These ones are totally just for me. Sticker idea, this is just where I keep all the stuff that's in my brain that needs a place to go. And that's in here, and this comes with me everywhere. Because you never know when you're gonna get an idea or inspiration's gonna strike. So that's what I use this one for. See, so far, can't you see that I need all of these? Only one to go. So my last one is an art journal. So last year I found, because I don't have a bullet journal for planning, but I still like to make bullet journal style spreads. So for instance, last year I had my bullet journal, and I would do my monthly spreads and then weekly ones, but then also I would do other kinds of random spreads, like poems, or I had several, I don't even know where my other one went. So I had several journals that were all these different things in them, and I wanted to consolidate into something. Because I was already using a bullet journal for my Magic Morning, I decided that I wanted to do something different. And I actually made this little beauty. Let me know if you guys want to know how to make one of these, and I'll do a video on it. So I just used rings from an old Happy Planner, and I made the cover, made the little moon thing, and this is just a piece of cardstock. And these are some Post-it notes. And so here's what I love about this compared to a ring binder. So with this, I love that I can add fun stuff to it, which you can also do with a ring binder. But with a ring binder, I feel like you can never write properly in it. The rings are always in the way. And what I love about this is you can actually fold it over and write. That's why I find these disc binders way easier to use than a ring binder. But I love that you can just move the pages around. I made this little envelope here to hold some washi tape, and put some stickers in on the back. I even took this little bag so I could store stuff in there. These are just some journal cards I stuck in. I made these little dividers to go in it, and then they're dividing it, and then I put a lot of different kinds of paper in there. Plain paper, art paper, craft paper, vellum paper, black paper. I put all kinds of different paper in there. Then I did these little pockets here so I could store some more stuff. So I did a bunch of stuff in here. But basically I'm going to be using this for like your traditional monthly spreads, weekly spreads. I'll also do poetry in here, or sometimes I just like to art journal. Sometimes I just want to take stuff and put it on a page. This is the only thing I have in here so far because I made it and I was like, I need to use this. I couldn't wait till 2020. So I made this little one, but I also love that I can use different paper and texture styles and stuff like that. So while a part of me was really sad not to do it in here, there's another part of me that's really excited to just try something new. I can't just do something because I think I should. I have to do whatever calls to me. And this really called to me to be able to have that versatility because I'm all about variety. And this gave me like ultimate variety and flexibility. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to use this for monthly spreads, weekly spreads, and just random art journaling, maybe some poetry, whatever I feel like doing, maybe some watercolor, because I can put watercolor paper in here, and I actually did, you know, that I can take out and paint and then put it back in. So this is like all about my specialty spreads and stuff like that. That's where this will be this year. See, I told you I needed all four. So that's it for this section. So in this section, we're going to be going over what I like to use for memory keeping. And I have two things that I like to use for that. I have a bigger one and this little field note size one. So my bigger memory keeping, which we'll go over first, is one that I like to use for more major events in my life. And I'll kind of show you what I mean from like last year. So this might be long family trips. This is something where you have a lot of photos. It's not going to fit on one page. It's going to take several pages because you got tons of photos and lots of stuff happened. It's great for like graduations, birthdays, holidays, you know, stuff like that, for the bigger stuff in life. So, and what I like about this, it's like a type of hybrid scrapbooking, is that I will use like bullet journal pages, and I like that I can punch holes in like memorabilia that I get when I'm at places, you know. So like say you did go to a graduation, you could take the brochure and put it in here. So, and then I've got pocket pages for my photos and stuff like that. So I've got that throughout here. And I like to use different size pocket pages. So it's really fun because you can add anything you want to it. Now, my one for this year, because I'm not really a big fan of this photo book style. It's not really that attractive. So this year I'll be using this. This was a Happy Planner cover. And if you've ever bought one, they're not cheap, but I don't use a Happy Planner. So what I did, and actually you can find them on clearance a lot at Joann's if you look. So actually what I did is I went on Amazon, and I'll put links down below, and picked up this 3-ring binder and actually attached it to this. And it's like the perfect size to fit my pages, because when you close it, the pages go over further. So it's perfect, and you can see I've already got some pocket pages and paper in here, different size pocket pages, to get ready for 2020. So yeah, that's what I like to use this one for. I call it celebrations because it's for the bigger moments in my life that I want to capture and keep a memory of. And I usually like to keep it on like my coffee table so people can see it. So then my smaller one, and now this is a field note size. This cover is from a company that I got on Etsy. They were really awesome. She worked with me because I wanted an extra ½ inch in the spine because I like mine to be fatter. I put a lot more things in them, and it was from Bass & Company, I think, Bassy & Company. But I'll put a link down below to who they are. So let me grab my one from last year. So in this setup, what I really like is, like I said, it's field note size, so it's like 3.5 by 5.5. What I like is that the pages are small, so they're not intimidating. And so the memories I keep in here are going to be like more like everyday things that I can fit in a small part. So like, let's say I was down at the lake and there was a beautiful sunset and I took a picture. I could just put my picture and a little thing there, and it's super simple and quick, but I still get to keep my memories. Or I'm out to dinner and I want to take a picture of my food and I want to put all about it. That's where I would do this, is just, you know, where I'm at the beach one day, you know what I mean? So this is for like the smaller moments in life, but still ones you really want to savor and keep track of, or, you know, and I still have some memorabilia in here. So that's going to be in here, and I've got several little notebooks in here. And what I like about these two is they're all different kinds of paper. There's vellum, craft paper. So the inserts that you see are actually ones I made. There is a YouTube video on how to make these inserts on my channel. And also I sell them in my shop if you're interested. So I'll probably just start out each month with this little mini moon calendar that I make. I'll start out each month like that and then just fill it in as I go, and the next month I'll put in February, and it'll just be all my little memories throughout the year, and I like to call that pieces of me. So yeah, so I've got several little notebooks in there, and hopefully by the end of the year they'll be filled up and fat. And I'll like keep my photos that I take here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my memory planning, or for my memory keeping this year. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you dug it. And also drop me a comment down below and let me know if you want to know more about any of these journals or any other kind of videos you'd like to see me do in 2020. Thank you guys so much. Much love. Have a fantastic day.